pay you. If you're pouring your heart and soul into building something new, you probably know that feeling, right? That mix of excitement and, let's be honest, maybe a little bit of terror.
Oh, absolutely. Charting your own course is, well, it's intense.
You're driven, you're passionate, but yeah, there are definitely those moments, those, am I doing this right? Or what am I missing moments.
That's basically the founder experience in a nutshell, isn't it?
Yeah.
That blend of huge ambition and real uncertainty. It's
Mhm.
incredibly common.
Yeah, feeling overwhelmed seems to come with the territory.
It does. Research actually backs that up. A lot of early stage founders report feeling swamped by just, how much they don't know. It's like trying to build something really complex without all the instructions.
Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into something that aims to be those instructions, or maybe like a guide. It's called Elevate.
That's right.
And our goal here is pretty straightforward. We want to get ahead of the questions you might have, the ones swirling around in your head about a program like this.
Yeah, cut through the noise, offer some real clarity.
Exactly. Give you the inside scoop so you can figure out if it makes sense for you, give you back some of that confidence maybe.
Precisely. We've looked at, the structure, the support, all the pieces of Elevate, and we just want to lay it all out. Help you see if it clicks with where you are now and where you want to go.
Make it tangible.
Make it tangible, yes. Help you see how it could actually help you move forward.
All right, let's jump in. What is Elevate, fundamentally?
Okay, so at its heart, Elevate is a 12-month experience. It's all about business growth, but it's specifically built for founders in those really crucial early stages.
Early stages, like just starting out, or...
Both, actually. It could be someone with just an idea, literally napkin stage, or someone who's been operating for maybe up to 5 years but feels, stuck.
Ah, the stuck stage. I've heard that term.
Yeah, progress feels slow, maybe stalled completely. It's about shifting from just reacting, kind of winging it, to building with real intention, with clarity and a strategy.
So moving beyond just putting out fires.
Exactly. We see founders maybe a year or two in, they're working hard, but just not seeing the growth they expected. They've hit a plateau. Elevate gives them the tools and, frankly, the support to figure out why and break through it.
Okay, so it's not just theory then, not just lectures.
No, definitely not. It's very practical. It combines weekly accountability, actual check-ins, with expert mentorship from people who've, actually done it.
Been in the trenches.
Been in the trenches, yes. Plus, you get access to practical business tools you can use right away. And a big piece, really big, is the cohort. You're in it with other founders.
So a community aspect.
A very strong community aspect. Building alongside people, facing the same challenges, celebrating the same kind of wins. That peer support is honestly incredibly powerful.
That feeling of being lost or uncertain, which I think resonates with so many people starting out. How does Elevate tackle that specifically?
That's really the core problem it aims to solve. It provides structure, a path. The clarity comes partly from the strategic planning you do up front, but also from the different perspectives you get from mentors, from your peers.
Hearing how others are tackling things.
Exactly. And the consistent accountability, having those weekly check-ins, plus the tools, it all helps build momentum. So you keep moving forward. But hopefully without that feeling of being totally overwhelmed or, burning out.
Which is a real risk.
A huge risk. And like we said, it doesn't matter if you're just nurturing an idea or you've been at it a few years. It's designed to meet you where you are.
That's good to hear. Okay, so who is this really for? Can you paint a picture of the ideal person?
Sure. Primarily, think early stage entrepreneurs. That could be first-time founders stepping into this world, or even repeat founders starting something new, usually within their first, say, 1 to 5 years.
Okay.
We also see a lot of side hustlers, people who have that passion project and are serious, really serious, about making it their full-time thing.
Right, taking that leap.
Taking that leap. And definitely, if you're feeling isolated, which is so common, or you feel like you keep hitting the same roadblocks, or maybe you just need a fresh perspective, a reset, Elevate offers that support system.
So it's for people who want more than just reading a book or watching a video.
Absolutely. It's for people who value community, who want practical guidance based on real experience, not just theory, but fundamentally, the best fit is someone with that drive,
Yeah.
that resilience you see in founders. And crucially, a real willingness to learn, to grow, to be open to new ideas.
Do you need like a formal business entity, an LLC, a pitch deck?
Nope, not at all. You don't need any of that formal stuff sorted out. You don't need everything figured out. What you do need is a genuine commitment, a commitment to building something real, something meaningful.
Got it. Okay, so let's say someone's thinking, all right, this sounds like me, this could help. What do they actually get? Like the tangible stuff, the nuts and bolts.
Okay, let's break down the pillars. First up, weekly micro-cohort calls. These are key. They're 90-minute sections every week with a really small group, like 8 to 10 founders.
Small group, that's good. More focused.
Exactly. It's your dedicated time to share what you did last week, set clear goals for the next week, and get real encouragement and, frankly, insights from people who get it.
People in the same boat.
Precisely. And a neat feature AI captures the key points and takeaways, so you can actually focus on the conversation, not just scribbling notes.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
So you don't miss anything.
Right. Keeps you engaged, but still captures the important stuff.
That accountability and peer support sound huge, especially dealing with the ups and downs. What else?
Next, you get monthly mentor sessions. These are small group Q&As, again, keeping it intimate, with experienced entrepreneurs and specialists. Think marketing, finance, legal, etc.
People who've specialized or succeeded in those areas.
Yes, and crucially, people who offer practical, real-world answers based on their own experience, not just textbook knowledge. They can help you avoid common mistakes, speed things up.
That access sounds invaluable.
It really can be.
Yeah.
Then there's the founder community. This is basically an always-on space, web, and mobile, where you connect with everyone and elevate.
So beyond just your micro cohort.
Exactly. Ask for help anytime. Share your wins, big or small. Get inspired. Find collaborators, maybe. It's a direct antidote to that founder isolation we talked about.
Yeah, that's a big one, especially for solo founders. Makes sense.
Definitely. And to help with practical stuff, there's the resource marketplace. We've basically vetted a network of professionals, lawyers, bookkeepers, brand strategists, you name it.
People you know are good and understand startups.
Exactly. And often, they offer special rates or packages just for Elevate members. It saves time, saves money, and honestly reduces the risk of making a bad hire in an area you don't know well.
That could save some major headaches.
It really can.
Yeah.
You also get tool drops plus workshops. Every month, we do short, practical workshops on really relevant stuff, like how to use AI effectively, new marketing tactics, productivity hacks, operational tips.
Stuff you can use right away.
Immediately applicable stuff. And alongside that, we curate digital tools, templates, things you can plug right into your business.
Okay, practical resources. What about physical space? Some people need an office environment.
Good question. There's an optional workspace component. If you're near Kearney, Nebraska, you can get discounted access to hot desks or even a private office at Nest Space, the hub where Elevate is based.
So that's an add-on if you need it.
Entirely optional, yeah. Caters to those who work better outside the home office. And finally, maybe the most important piece to start, the one-on-one strategy session.
Ah, the roadmap piece.
Exactly. Right at the very beginning, you get a dedicated 90-minute session with an experienced strategist. Together, you build out your personalized 12-month roadmap. It sets the direction for your whole time in the program.
That sounds like it really grounds the whole experience.
It's the foundation. Absolutely. Gives you that initial clarity and focus.
Okay, this is painting a very clear picture. Let's talk money. The investment. What does Elevate actually cost?
Right, the pricing. There are 3 tiers, mainly based on whether you want that physical workspace access. The main one is Founders Online. That's $199 a month.
$199 a month. And that includes?
That gets you everything we just talked about except the physical desk space. So the weekly calls, the strategy session, mentors, workshops, the community, all the core stuff.
Okay. And the plans with Workspace.
If you want workspace access at Nest Space in Kearney, there's hot desk access for $299 a month. That's everything online plus shared co-working space.
Got it.
And if you want your own dedicated desk there, it's the private desk plan at $349 a month. Same program benefits, just your own spot.
Seems clear. What about commitment? Is it like a year-long contract you're locked into?
Good point. If you're paying for it yourself, self-funding, it's actually month to month.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Flexible.
Yeah. Gives you flexibility. You can pause if needed, upgrade if your business grows, adjust as you go. But for folks who get a scholarship, it is a 12-month commitment to the plan they choose.
Why the difference for scholarships?
It's really about fairness for the limited scholarship spots and keeping the cohorts stable. When someone commits for the year, it helps that small group dynamic. But we definitely help scholarship folks pick the right plan up front.
Okay, scholarships. That's likely a big deal for many early founders watching their budget. Tell us more about that. How does Elevate help with the cost?
Yeah, absolutely. Elevate is really committed to the Nebraska ecosystem, so there's a pretty generous scholarship pathway specifically for Nebraska-based founders.
Nebraska-based. Good to know.
And again, worth repeating.
Mm.
You do not need to be incorporated. You don't need a formal business yet. We really want to encourage those very early builders, maybe still testing the idea, to apply. Those first months are often the tightest financially.
That's great news for Nebraskans. What are the actual criteria to qualify?
Okay, so you need to be a current Nebraska resident. Your project, your business idea has to be based here in Nebraska. Your current annual earnings from that specific project need to be under $100,000.
Okay.
And your business needs to be in its first 5 years. It's really aimed at supporting that crucial early growth phase.
That sounds like it covers a lot of people starting out locally. So how does the money part of the scholarship work over the 12 months? Is it free?
It uses what we call the scholarship glide path. It's designed to ease you in financially as hopefully your business starts getting traction. So for the first 4 months, 1 to 4, it's completely covered, $0 cost to you.
Wow, first 4 months free.
Yep, thanks to Nespace and our local sponsors. The idea is just focus on showing up, engaging, building momentum without that immediate financial stress.
That must be a huge relief for people just starting. What happens after month 4?
So the next block, months 5 through 8, scholarship recipients contribute 33% of their chosen plan's monthly cost. Think of it as starting to reinvest in yourself and your business as things hopefully start moving.
Okay, a third of the cost.
Right. Then, for the final 4 months, months 9 through 12, that goes up to 66% of the standard fee. The thinking is, by then, you ideally have clearer systems, maybe some clients, a better rhythm.
So it ramps up gradually.
Exactly. Makes the transition much more manageable, aligning with potential business growth.
Makes sense. And what if someone can afford it and just wants to pay from the start?
Totally fine. If you self-fund, you get the exact same program, same experience. You just skip the scholarship application and the financial check-ins related to the glide path. Straightforward enrollment.
Okay. So Elevate provides a ton of resources, guidance, community. What do they ask of the founders? What are the expectations if you join?
There are a few core things really about engagement and community. First is show up. We ask you to try and make at least 75% of your weekly micro-cohort calls. That's usually about 3 out of 4 weeks a month.
And if you miss one?
The AI notes help, but honestly, the real magic, the connection, happens live. So being there consistently is key for momentum.
Right, makes sense. What else?
Second, stay accountable. Just post a quick weekly update. What progress did you make? What's your main goal for next week? It's low pressure, just about tracking progress and sharing focus.
Okay, simple check-in.
Yep. Third, give before you get in. This is big for the community feel. We really encourage everyone to support each other, share what they know, ask questions, offer help. It thrives on that collaboration.
Building that supportive culture.
Exactly. And then just practically plan for maybe 2 to 3 hours per week for Elevate. That covers the 90-minute call, little prep, maybe engaging online or joining an optional workshop.
Seems reasonable. And what happens after the 12 months?
Good question. You've got options. You can stay connected as an alumni member. You could renew for another year if you're still finding value. Or you could even potentially give back as a mentor yourself down the line.
Oh, interesting. So the connection doesn't just end.
We hope not. The goal is building a long-term support network.
All right, let's say someone's listening, they're feeling it, they're ready. What does that first month actually look like? How do they get started?
Okay, the onboarding is pretty smooth. Step 1, apply online at nestspace.coelevate.
Nestspace.coelevate. Got it.
Then, after we review it, you'll have a quick, friendly 30-minute intro chat. Just for us to learn more about you, your goals, answer your initial questions.
Make sure it's a good fit.
Exactly. After that chat, you fill out a short onboarding questionnaire, gives us more specifics about your business and what you hope to get out of Elevate.
Okay.
Then, the big one. You schedule that 90-minute one-on-one strategy session we talked about. That's where you build your roadmap.
The foundation piece again.
Yep. Soon after that session, you get your customized roadmap and you get introduced to your micro cohort. Then, basically, you start joining the weekly calls and jump into the community.
So application, chat, questionnaire, strategy session, roadmap, cohort, calls. Seems like a clear path.
We try to make it structured and supportive right from the start.
Okay. Now, for anyone listening who's still maybe on the fence, a little hesitant, maybe that self-doubt is creeping in, wondering, is this really for me? What's your final thought for them?
Yeah, that's a really important point. It's crucial to remember you don't need everything perfect right now. Honestly.
No perfect logo, no perfect plan.
Exactly. No slick logo, no 50-page business plan, no huge social media following. What really matters is having an idea you care about, even if it's just a seed,
Okay.
a real desire to grow it, to make it something real. And maybe most importantly, the courage to just show up and learn with others who are on a similar path.
Knowing you're not alone in the messy parts.
Absolutely. So many founders in Elevate started right there at zero, or maybe they joined a year or two in feeling totally stuck, and then they found their footing with the support.
So it's not about having it all figured out beforehand.
Not at all. If
Yeah.
you've got that curiosity, if you're committed to putting in the work, and if you're coachable, willing to listen and learn from others, you'll likely find Elevate incredibly valuable. It really boils down to curiosity, commitment, and coachability.
Curiosity, commitment, coachability. I like that. So if you're listening and thinking, yeah, that structure, that support, that community, that's what I'm missing.
Then honestly, take the next step. Don't let the uncertainty hold you back. If you feel ready to elevate your journey, you can apply right now at nestbase.coelevate.
Nestspace.co-elevate.
Or, hey, if you got an invite email from us, just hit reply and say, I'm in. Simple as that. We're ready to chat.
And just remember that feeling of isolation.
Yeah.
Trying to build something amazing all by yourself, that's often the real enemy, not some bigger competitor. Let's beat that together.
Work better together.